What's interesting is the fact that Biden and the rest of the neoliberal establishment don't seem to have known what to do with the sort of rabid leftists, the Bolsheviks in their own ranks, and have played a lot of defence for them. Now, I appreciate that you don't feel quite as strongly, but I think that you get what you deserve here. So the first example is at the debate where Trump obviously was forced to denounce white supremacy again, even though the white supremacists voted for Joe Biden. Rich Spencer is a proud Biden voter. And when asked about Antifa, Joe Biden was just like, it was just an idea, which is amazing that you can say that, considering that was it New Jersey, they're counted as a terrorist organization? And there's federal investigations going into them at the moment. And you've got Kamala Harris posting the Minnesota Freedom Fund, which is helping to bail out the, quote, protesters, which means Antifa rioters, revolutionaries. And this bail fund was used to get an accused child molester and a woman who stabbed her own mother out of custody. I mean, just they're sending their best. Yeah. Again, like with Kyle Rittenhouse, like you fire into a crowd of Antifa and you shoot a woman beater and a paedophile. What are the odds? Just like, what are the odds?
Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, I definitely agree with you in that, if Trump is made to apologize and denounce many other people which he doesn't support, then Biden should do the same, or should be expected to do the same. I mean, it's why not? Why should the standard be different, right?
Why should Trump be forced to denounce Joe Biden's supporters? I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's not wrong.
At the same time, Biden has been really effective in like basically killing the far left within the Democratic Party. I mean, and maybe it was not Biden, maybe it was the Democratic Party itself. They got rid of Bernie, and in the primaries it was
repeatedly.
It was suspicious, let's say, the process through which Biden actually got the nomination, and so.
Oh, the process with Hillary as well. In fact, I could actually believe that Bernie in 2019 legitimately lost the internal primaries. It looked like he did. You know, it looked like the votes were just there for Biden.
Or like 2020, February or something.
Well, in a minute. In a minute. Give me like great. In the 2019 primaries, I can totally believe that Biden won it because he did seem to have the most votes, and I think it's the same sort of effect that was happening over here with Corbyn and Keir Starmer, is that there's about 2/3 of the party that is not radical leftists, but don't really have any good arguments against the radical leftists, and so essentially they just clumped together and voted for their milquetoast, middle of the road, centre-left candidate to exile the Corbyns and the Bernies which is a natural internal defensive reaction for this party.
If you go on Twitter right now, you have left wingers or far left wingers, everyone saying that Joe Biden is a Republican.
Well, from that perspective, he is essentially. You know.
But it's he's basically who I don't know who said that. Maybe it was Michael Malice who that Biden has been more effective in fighting against the radical left than Donald Trump, which is I mean it's an interesting point. No, it would be fun to compare what the two have done.
I mean they're certainly close to him. But anyway, the thing that annoys me is the defense and the cover that the Democratic establishment has played. Like there's Congressman Jerry Nadler who called Antifa a myth to Flickr's talks. There was Ted Cruz addressing Mazie Hirono and so you're welcome to say something negative about Antifa right now, and she declines to speak and just walks off. And so.
No, and it hasn't been just these examples. It's been across the board, especially in the media and in the more left-leaning media, and in the US, it's been like denial of Antifa's existence. But not only that, like there's two sides of it, because if it's the more Bailey strategy. It's basically when they're on the offensive, they can classify and they obviously say that Antifa exists. They say it's like a freedom-fighting organization against fascism, against things like that, right? And so so that's their opinion of them when they're on the offensive. When someone calls them out on it, they retreat, say that no, it's not an organization, it's disorganized, not disorganized, it's like distributed, right? Decentralized, and so it's not so that means that it doesn't exist. I mean that's false. I mean the Antifa themselves, they would say that the fact that they work like that they are not a corporation with a president on top, but like many.
Well, they act like ISIS cells. They've got an ideology and they can self-organize.
Yeah, it's many local organizations that then talk to each other and organize things together, right? It's fair enough, and so they would be proud of it because that makes the case for them that organization don't have to be ruled in the capitalist way, right? With the president on top in like a corporation, something like that. So they'd be proud of that, right?
ISIS proud anti-capitalist.
Exactly. So they would say where the evidence, where the proof that organizations like this can exist and don't have to be capitalistic, right?
Yeah.
And so if you have someone saying that they don't exist because of this, it's just a marketing strategy.
The thing you can always do is send them CNN's insider documentary about Antifa. CNN, Vice News, I'm pretty sure Vox has done one as well, where they embed a journalist with like Rose City Antifa or Portland Antifa or Boston Antifa or wherever it was. And they go around explaining, why we do this. But, like there was a Vice documentary where they were complaining about patriarchy within Antifa's own organization because the men were practicing throwing the Molotov cocktails that the women were making. And it's like, right. So, I mean, that does imply that patriarchy is undefeatable if even the communists who are expressly avowed anti-patriarchs can't stamp it out. I think we just accept that exists.
That reminds me of May this year when in Chaz when Chaz was established in Seattle. It was basically established. They said now it exists. 6 hours later, someone was accused of sexual misconduct.
Yeah,
but it's not anything obviously like against them as a whole. Like this
I
point,
think it should be. I think it should be.
It's just funny that these things happen, and it's funny to point that out.
But yeah, so then it seems that Black Lives Matter and Antifa are turning on the Biden campaign, since this was nothing to do. They were just using the Democrats as a convenient way of advancing their agenda. So it makes sense that the Democrats have been essentially purging them, and more power to them, obviously. But there was a video that I wish we'd got up, but we didn't, of a Biden voter in his house versus a Black Lives Matter protest. Now, I'm actually not sure where this is, but if you can see the video, I'll try and put it in a link in the description or something. The old white man who owns the house comes out and says, "There's my Biden sign. Don't destroy anything. Be peaceful." To which the mob of Black Lives Matter, mostly black supporters, say, "No one cares about your white ass opinion. Who do you think you are telling black people how to protest, you effing white ass privileged old man? You ask for a peaceful protest, it's white supremacy. Asking for people to be peaceful is white supremacy." What do you make of that?
No, I mean, that's
it's not my opinion on it.
I know.
I think non-white people can be peaceful.
Yeah. I mean,
don't know what to tell you. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I'm not racist. No, but I mean, like this is not like about like white people saying something about black people, right? This is like some activists like trashing some of the guys. So it's funny that this is the standard, right? Like, you can't expect us to be peaceful. Like I've got the
video clip. Do you want to play it?
Let's finish this segment and then.
So yeah, I think that should be, like, anywhere in any context, that should be kind of the standard. Like, you expect other people not to be violent. So making it sound like not being violent is white supremacy is murky.
Oh, yeah. If you can play it, go for it.
Right.
Yep. Okay, so, I mean, generally that's, I don't think, a winning strategy, telling people that peacefulness is white supremacy. It seems to be a way of enabling white supremacists. It seems to be a way of giving them the moral high ground and in validating everything that they've been saying about white people, which I don't think is true. So maybe we need to disavow that, I think. Firm disavowal.
Yep.
Peace is not an aspect of white supremacy.
Nope.
A unique one.
No.
But it got worse though. It got worse than that, because that's just an angry Black Lives Matter race warrior protest. Antifa went to Multnomah County and the Democrats building in northeast Portland during a planned No Presidents riot and smashed the place up. I don't know whether we can get the images of the Black Lives Matter ones up. Yeah, so not looking good for the Portland Democrats.
I think they might have chosen the wrong strategy overall.
Why do you say that?
Not them, Portland Democrats.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's. I feel like that happens quite a lot. That you have a party that's not in and of itself radical, but that kind of embraces
allows the radical elements to come in. Yeah,
exactly. They kind of embrace that part, or at least allow them to kind of speak for them on some level, and also like contribute to what they do, right? And so if they do that, then might find themselves in this position later, which means basically like you're the enemy as well. I mean that's has been a couple of years ago since we've seen liberals get the bullet too. So.
Well, yeah, but that was still just as valid now as it was then. They still mean it, and this is.
I'm not surprised actually. Like this was pretty.
I'm not surprised by this at all. This is I mean, we've been we in this sort of space have been predicting this. Like they're gonna ice pick you in the back. You're not gonna get out of this alive. Fuck Biden, no presidents.
But like maybe we're being like not. Maybe we're not being charitable to the Democrats. Maybe they predicted this as well, and this is collateral damage. And then it all turned out the way they wanted, and now like and that was the plan all along. Like
I guess I think that would be the uncharitable way of looking at it, but I think it's more charitable to suggest that they are the sort of conservatives who embraced the Nazis and then got consumed by them. They thought that they could control the monster that they're riding on the back of. And it turns out they can't. Yeah.
I agree that this kind of this analogy offers itself.
It does. Well, it does. It's exactly what happened. And the thing is, this is why I think the Republicans have not had this problem with the white supremacists, because they just explicitly kick them out of their party.
They've been really careful in denouncing everyone. Like if you find. Like I don't want to be too categorical with this, but mostly it turns out that if you find like questionable like racial or something like that stuff in the past of like some politician in the U.S., it's probably going to be something in relation to the Democratic Party and not the Republican Party. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that the Democratic Party is more racist or anything like that. It just means that they because of the way that they're perceived, they can allow themselves to be less careful about that type of stuff. Yeah. But like this is also a thing that we can view as like where it can lead to, right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, the same sort of thing would have happened to the Republicans had they let the white supremacists in.
Definitely.
You'd find that black Republicans would be harassed by the white supremacists saying, "Get out of our party, go back to the Democrats," or something like that. And it is entirely to their credit that they didn't allow people like Richard Spencer and Nick Fuentes to join. It's not appropriate. Yeah. I think that the Republicans have got to keep down this line, because otherwise, this future where you've got all of these smashed windows and it'll be FN words that will come up rather than F Biden. But the principle is the same. You've got this radical, violent fringe in your party who just don't care about your moral values. They've got their own, and like you said, see you as the enemy. And there's a part of me that is quite happy with this, really, because at least this is now the own internal problem of the Democrats. It's not the problem of the candidate I support now. No one's pointing to Trump and going, "You caused this Antifa." Come on. No one thinks that Antifa or Black Lives Matter is Trump's fault, because they're not.
You said that the Republican Party didn't allow Richard Spencer to join. Had he applied?
He tried to go to the Republican National Convention in I think it was 2016 or 2017. I can't remember which one it was, and he was just thrown out.
I thought he was a Democrat.
Well, I mean, he is now. He votes Biden at least, so he must be thrown.
No, I thought he was like, yeah, I'm in line with the Democratic Party, but not.
He called himself a progressive, and he came out in favor of Biden.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know whether they will allow.
He's not affiliated with them. He's not.
Not probably officially.
Yeah.
But I think he certainly did vote for them. Yeah. I mean, he posted.
I've seen that, but I wouldn't want to be saying telling someone that he's affiliated with them when he's not. He might have voted for them, but
I wouldn't.
That's the extent of it so far.
I don't think they're claiming him as a representative. He's just a CNN analyst at the moment. But I mean, you've got to understand, it's a ladder you've got to climb, right? To get in on the inside, you've got to start working in with the media and then supporting the candidates, and eventually, he'll be the lead runner. He'll be like anti-racist Hitler or something,
Maybe he'll turn and confess his sins, just as Biden had done, with his LGBT stuff.
Entirely possible. So. And the thing is, I mean, in many ways, Richard Spencer very much is a progressive. I mean, he agrees with the framework that they've laid out about whiteness and white supremacy. He's just in favor of it rather than against it, and that's fine.
Oh,
for him, obviously.
I mean, the alt-right are mostly progressives too, so.
Yeah. Well, they can, they're sort of Zoomer or early millennial aged kids who have that kind of opinion. They grew up in that milieu.
There's just one other comment I wanted to make in relation to the smash democratic stuff.
Yeah.
You've got Antifa saying saying ACAB and stuff like that, and not my president. Right? I mean, I can sympathize a bit with that sentiment as well, because I mean, it's not like the presidents historically haven't been awful, most of them or all of them, and if you're really against Trump, you can say the same thing against Trump. You can say Trump's been a bit better or a bit worse than others, right? But we can still say that if you have a problem with some of the systemic stuff that the U.S. government does abroad or something like that, or even home, then Trump kind of fits into that pattern as well. He's not out there.
Yeah.
He's not out of the line.
Yeah.